Oh boy, oh boy. What's up everybody, we're Xpert, and today we're gonna be playing with the boy Bam, aka JUE VIOLE Grace, aka the 25th Bam, aka Bomb, Bum, and all the others extra fucking ways to say his name. But we're here because obviously I like this character. I love Tower of God. It's a good show. And we're gonna be playing with him today in Crimson Demon. Now I'm gonna make more videos for Original Demon and Demon King Deathmatch when I get to him. The reason I'm not gonna make a final boss video is because, well, that's not gonna be around for that long, probably like another week or two. So making content for that, showcasing him in those videos doesn't really make a lot of sense, in my opinion, because it's better to showcase him in content that's gonna stay around, not content that's gonna be here for a limited time. So to break down what he does before we hop into the Crimson matches, because I will be doing 3 of them, because I just want to test him out and then probably switch the teams depending on how he does. Decreases the defense related stats on a single target. It's pretty good, pretty strong, pretty good debuff. And if you see where I'm going to it, like, he has a debuff and a buff card, so he already meets that criteria for the Demon King matches. So if y'all want to see that video as soon as possible, hit the like. If this gets like 10 to 15 likes in a decent amount of time, I'll drop the Demon King video with Bam. But before we get to that part, the buff. He has a basic stat increase buff, which is pretty good, Does it give debuff immunity rank 3? Yes, it does. And then his ultimate is a Sever AoE, right? No, it's a Sever single target. So crit chance and all that good stuff. But it does have the power of the Thorn. And we're going to get into that with his passive. The power of the Thorn, to make it simple, it allows your allies to take or do 20% more damage and take 20% less damage. But when it comes to the passive itself, in PvP, applies the power of the Thorn on heroes for 2 turns at the start of battle. When the power of the Thorn is removed, it removes all the debuffs from your allies and increases his ranks of his cards. In addition, when the power of Thorn is removed, it also increases his allies' basic stats by 20% one time. So basically, when the power of Thorn is active, you have your damage increase and damage reduction, but when it's removed, he gets rank up and everyone on the team gets a 20% increase in basic stats. Pretty fudging strong. So we're gonna go ahead and slide over to Crimson Demon for this video specifically, and this is probably gonna be the only time I actually break down his skill set while or before the actual match itself. But we're gonna go to Crimson Demon and we're gonna see exactly how he can pop off. And then we're going to do Original Demon, and then we're going to do Demon King in another video. Those 2 are going to be separate because I want to actually flesh him out if he's usable in this for like a 3-turn strat. So with this team, I'm going to go with Derriere, Bam, and Deanne. His Holy Relic, by the way, which I just forgot to go into. His Holy Relic buffs his buffs by 1.5, which is the sort of the exact same type of passive as this Red Elaine. If you don't know, this Red Elaine buffs your buffs by half of their value. So she does half, which is 50%, and he does 1.5 of the buff. Putting these 2 together on the same team should be absolutely crazy. And then, you know, Derriere loves her amplified buffs. Deanne gives basic stats if everyone's a different race. This has no reason to not be bad. So we're gonna just throw my AI team in because, or my free-to-play AI team, because why not? Shout out to my free-to-play account. And we're just gonna go in. We're gonna do this 3 times, and we're gonna hopefully see crazy numbers out of Bam and Derriere. This is a very loud round. Like, I'm very excited because, yeah, Bam is a PvE character, but those are the type of characters I like personally, since they have a lot better chance of lasting in terms of usability. But we already seen Jihad, and we already seen Yuri. They're not gonna last the longest amount of time, right? Like, they're gonna be here for like a few weeks and maybe the next festival, and then they're probably just gonna become irrelevant after that. But for the most part, they're not gonna last that long. They're gonna get outshined, outscaled. Yuri doesn't do enough damage to be considered a major character on the Demon team compared to like a Bon, Escanor, and Roxy team, because you're basically removing Roxy for her, and you're losing a lot of DPS in that regard. 49, and so it's just like, the Jihad, the unknown team itself isn't really that crazy. They always show up and then they go away. They show up again later and then they go away. I think my AI might kill that, so let's just buff Do that, and then next turn we can go in with Bam's level 3, since I only have one of them. Yeah, that's kind of gonna happen. So, like, the thing with Bam, his buff is sort of pointless on this Summer DM build, which is okay, it's fine. The buffs do the same thing anyway. So now we're gonna try to actually pop off with Bam, which is level 3. It's still a 3-turn strat, so this is good. Unless, okay, the AI is kind of throwing, but it's fine. This is perfect for us. We can do the level 3, level 1, and then we can just finish it with the Eri if Bam does not kill. I should have looked at his base stats. I'll do that next time. Ooh, actually, do I even kill? Alright, this is good. If Bam can pop off here. What? 143. 143. 143. What you mean, bro? What was that? 143. Okay, I lost all my buffs, unfortunately. What? 143. I don't have the power to Thorn anymore. Am I still getting 20%? I mean, kind of looks like it. His crit chance is 85. I mean, it looks like I'm getting my buff from the power to Thorn. Yeah, because I've got these buffed base stats without having any buffs. So yeah, the power to Thorn is active. But like, that damage was not the best, if I had to be completely honest. I was expecting the level 3 to do a little bit more. Especially with a defense related down. Like, I understand it because it's not a damaging card, it's a debuff card. And the multiplier on that card itself is not the highest, but like, I was expecting a little bit more. Let's hop back in. I'll use this team one more time, and we'll see what happens. That was a little bit sketchy. Right, let's see. Let's see if he can pop off again. I used the same team. I did give Bam a little bit more attack than I had on him previously. And I did not have to read his passive over again, just in case I was reading his passive wrong. And no, I'm not. For the first 2 turns, he has the damage reduction and damage dealt by 20%. And then on the 3rd turn, he gives everyone 20% base stats, and he ranks himself up. So, in that regard, I was correct. I just have to double check. But, maybe I used Bam a little earlier. Maybe. Let's actually try to, I guess. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then let's just go crazy. Like, I know it's a defense related down, and defense related down does not work on Crimson Demon until the 3rd phase. But I just want to see the damage that he can do. That's pretty much what I'm here for. If my characters don't just absolutely obliterate. Okay. That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. Okay. Well, what I will do is actually look at the stats while I have the buff active. Like, what is his base attack right now? He has the DN going for him and the 1.5 per buff. 30,000 attack. He has 36, he has 33. So 30,000 is low because I don't have him completely maxed out in attack stats yet. But 67% attack, 67, 67. That's really good. That's insanely high. But he still has lower attack than everyone else because my gear is not the best for him yet. But he does have UR gear, by the way. He has UR attack crit, so I don't know. I guess his attack side itself is just on the lower side of things. Let's use his buff because I just have a lot of buffs. And just go crazy with the end. Yeah, Lost Vein on my free-to-play team is going crazy. Still doesn't have a Soul Relic, but whatever. His buff looks really good. So that's a plus. I need him to probably get his ulti. Not this turn, but like eventually. Ooh, I didn't pull any attack cards for him, which is very unfortunate. So I buffed up, so we can send in these guys. I might kill, maybe. But as a support character, right? Bam is giving my team 20% basic stats. And then the damage dealt and damage reduction. So he's actually in a way buffing my team. Does she kill? No. 354. It's not horrible, but like it could be better. So we have one more. I'll do one more for the video, and I think I'm gonna take Elaine off, put Diarrhea back, because I always have Diarrhea on my teams for the cosmetic boxes. Always. That's just a mandatory thing for me. So I might take Diarrhea off, put her in the back, and then instead of Elaine, I'll use like a human ally. I don't know. Let me just think about some stuff, and I'll be back. This time we're gonna go with a human-based team with Rudius, Aeris, and Bam. They're pretty solid as a human team, and since Bam is a red human that's actually good, Aeris and Rudius can pop off a little bit more. Instead of running a Kizuna, I can use Bam for the buff side of things, which could not go any worse than it should, right? And I have attack food on, so my attack is still like low for him, but yeah, it's up there. It's 19,000. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent. So this is the last match for the video. We're gonna see if Bam can actually go crazy with a human-based team instead. I lost Elaine, so I'm not getting 67% when I buff up with like a level 3 or something crazy like that. So for the most part, we're kinda in a nerfing situation, but it's fine. And let's see here. We don't have any buffs, which is perfectly fine. We'll wait because these buffs last for 2 turns. Yeah, we'll wait. I don't think the rank 2 lasts longer, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna go crazy, and just send Aeris for now. Try to get some Bam levels. We guaranteed the level 3 at phase 3, so that's not horrible. Sorry about that. 227, okay. Super 3. Rudius is always broken. I love Rudius and Aeris as a character in this game. They're so good. I used them on my original Demon team all the time, so yeah, you're gonna see them again, or this setup again when I do the original Demon video. So let's see. I can go crazy with her and just build stacks. I guess I can buff up here. I should have buffed up beforehand. Yeah, I'll wait. I'm gonna get the level 3 at the very least. Yeah, because I don't need the attack. They're killing. I guess the biggest problem is that I'm not able to actually get Rudius stacks since I don't go first playing with an AI. But at the same time, I don't really feel like looking for it. It's just a lot of work. And the demons are easy enough at this point where you can just farm them with AI. So he did pull that. Okay, we're gonna get some more stacks. Let's buff up and then go in with Bam again. Because at the moment, Aeris is giving 30% attack-related stats. Rudius is also giving Aeris the ability to give red humans single target damage by each stack on Rudius, if I'm not mistaken. Something along those lines. I expect to see something better than last time, at the very least. 287. That was extremely better than last time. Almost double. So, okay, that's good. That's very good. But it's still not enough to one-shot this phase. So let me look at my stats. I am getting branded, so the passives aren't working, if I'm not mistaken. That's how that works, right? Yeah, 40. Okay, something's still working. 45%. Is this 45%? No. I guess the actual relic is still working. So that's good. So I am getting 45% base stats with the buff, and then also the 20% from actually just existing. But that part is getting nullified since my passives are not open at the moment. But 43,000. Or is it just the passive of the guy branded? I thought it was all passives. I'm not sure. Let's try to go crazy. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully, I mean, they're gonna kill. It's fine. For the most part, this guy is still pretty relevant. I'm having a hard time. But, I mean, he did more damage with this team than the last one. And he's still viable. I mean, it's just Crimson Demon. It's not like it's the hardest difficulty content in the game. But that's the problem with PvE only characters. And him being red, he only has 3 uses. 4 if you want to count Final Boss. But Crimson Demon, which obviously he's pretty good at. Every red unit is good at Crimson Demon. Original Demon, which we will get into next when I make my next BAM video. And Demon King. which is probably the most exciting one for him, because I do have a team for him, and I have beat the Demon King with him before. This was my team. I'll just show you now. Demon God, Diane, Shuna, and Bam. And then my team B, it was this team. But I might switch it up, take someone off for Kazuna, because Kazuna's pretty strong for level 3s. And unfortunately, my team A doesn't really have a lot of room to rank up level 3s other than Bam. So I guess it's kind of the same thing. But it's fine. But he does have potential in Demon King. So I will make this is how it's going to go. I'm going to make the original Demon video next. If this video gets enough traction, like a lot of traction, 10, 15 likes, a lot of views, good stuff like that, I will drop the Demon King video first, and then I'll do the original video. Because I highly doubt y'all really care about the other one anyway. So yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below how y'all feel about Bam as a character in the game. If y'all like him being a PvE unit, maybe a PvP unit that y'all were looking for, something along those lines. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace and have a wonderful day.